I'm Amy Cherry. This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, here to wow ya. Nearly 5,000 new homes are coming to Palm Coast. City Council gave the green light to a proposal to add 1,000 more homes to a proposed community along US 1 north of Palm Coast Parkway. Palm Coast Park is slated to be a mixed-use community consisting of multifamily homes, shops, businesses, office space, and even a public park. It's being built on 4,700 acres of land on the city's north end, spanning both sides of US 1. Construction could begin by early next year on the first phase, that includes more than 250 single-family homes. Developers agreed to donate land to Flagler County Schools as a possible site for a new school in exchange for their plans. They've also agreed to swap a 68-acre property near Matanzas Woods Parkway for a property half that size further south. City officials want to build a sports complex and park near Matanzas Woods.
This portion of Flagler's Morning Local News, a service of the Daytona Beach International Airport. Save time, money, and stress. Daytona Beach International Airport, it's just plain easy.
The state attorney's office has dropped a misdemeanor battery charge against a former Palm Coast physician due to a technicality. John Arking has the details.
The decision came just hours before a scheduled motion by the attorney for Florence Fruhan, who'd been charged after a female patient alleged he groped her breast during a medical exam 2 years ago. The state attorney's office said the charge was dropped because Fruhan's receipt of a summons on the charge came after the 2-year statute of limitations expired. This is the fourth time since 1995 that Fruhan has had a criminal charge dropped against him. He was charged with battery in 1995 and 96, and a second-degree felony sexual battery charge was filed in 2006. But in each case, the state attorney's office would back out of the prosecution. However, a notice on the dismissal referenced physical evidence in the case and directed the Flagler County Sheriff's Office to hold for further court proceedings and/or instructions. No further information was provided. Earlier this year, Fruhan agreed to voluntarily surrender his physician's license with a November 16th hearing set before the Florida Board of Osteopathic Medicine to formally rule on the surrender of the license. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm John Arping.
A Palm Coast man is sentenced to federal prison time for selling gun parts that could be used to change Glock pistols from semi to fully automatic. Tony Magoo reports.
Thursday morning, during his hearing in Orlando, Robert Miguel Castillo, 45, pled guilty to charges of possession and transfer of machine guns back in August. U.S. District Judge Paul G. Byron gave Castillo a 3-year, 4-month sentence. Special agents from the U.S. Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives investigated the case as part of a Project Safe Neighborhoods initiative that U.S. Attorney General Jeff Sessions restarted back in October of last year. Castillo sold 10 of the firearm conversion kits known as Glock auto switches to a fellow gun dealer named Chad Howard Talbot, who then resold the switches to a convicted felon. He later tried to sell the switches to an undercover ATF agent, which led authorities to Castillo. For his part, Talbot also pled guilty and will be sentenced in November. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Tony Magoo.
You can now pay your utility bill by credit card over the phone if you live in Bunnell. The interactive voice response service is available 24/7. Customers can also check their account balance. To use it, just call 855-589-7814. Have your utility account number handy and follow the recorded prompts. You'll get a confirmation code once your payment is complete. If you prefer to pay your bill online, you'll find some new features there as well. The city is offering auto pay each month as well as scheduled pay. You can rid your life of all that paper and sign up for e-bills and get reminders via text or telephone when bills come due. And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Amy Cherry.